GCFR. Can we please put our hands together? If you're clapping for Mr. President, you can do better, please. He's here represented today, ladies and gentlemen, by a man that has always and still contributing to the development of this great state, Lagos. A man whose humble personality is enchanting. His Excellency Babajide Olushola Sanwo-Olu, the governor of Lagos State. You're welcome. May I, at this juncture, recognize His Excellency, the Professor of Works of this great country, Nigeria. A man, hardly would you find him sleep. Always on the networks, moving around, inspecting projects. Luckily for me today, I was beside one of the directors when the Honorable Minister was calling. I need update of what is going on. How is it going? From 7 a.m. that I got to this venue. That is to tell you the caliber of minister that we have in this position, ladies and gentlemen. His Excellency Senator Engineer David Nweze Umahi, CON, FNSE, the Honorable Minister of Works. You're welcome. We also have with us here today another hard-working senator, the Chairman, Senate Committee on Works, Senator Allwell Onyeso. Can we please put our hands together for him, please? Moving on with recognitions because of time. The Chairman, House Committee on Works, Honorable Akin Alabi. I recognize your presence as well. It is important that I also recognize, because of time, all our commissioners that are here seated. Thank you so much for being here. All the permanent secretaries, thank you so much. Let me recognize all SSAs to the president from the 6 geopolitical zones. Can you please wave from where you're seated because of time? Thank you so much for being here. We appreciate you. I can also see the permanent secretary, Federal Ministry of Works, Mr. Ade London Rafiu Olarinre. Can we celebrate him, please? Thank you. The director, Highways Construction, Bridges and Designs, Federal Ministry of Works, Engineer Musa Saidu. I recognize your presence as well. Very quickly, MD iTech Constructions Limited, Danny Aboud, is he here, please? Can you please wave? Oh, thank you so much. MD Buildwell Plants and Equipments Limited, Emily Abu Habib, thank you for being here as well. I recognize all our KBSCs. Thank you so much for being here. I did the recognition earlier, but because of time, I may not be able to accommodate all the recognitions. All stakeholders that are here seated, we recognize you all the directors, the Federal Comptroller, Lagos, Engineer Olufemi Dare, thank you so much for being here as well. Moving on, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for me to hand over the microphone for the welcome address, ladies and gentlemen. Very quickly, Engineer Olufemi Dare, the Federal Comptroller, Works, Lagos State. Thank you.
Thank you, Lamu MC. Thank you very much. Your Excellency, the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, ably represented by the Lagos State Governor, His Excellency Mr. Babajide Olushola Sanwo-Olu. You are welcome, sir. Your Excellency, the Honorable Minister of Works, our own father, Senator Engineer David Nweze Umahi, CON, FNSE, FNATE, you are welcome, sir. The Chairman, Senate Committee on Works, Distinguished Senator Allwell Onyeso, you are welcome, sir. The Chairman, House of Committee on Works, Honorable Akin Alabi, you are welcome, sir. We welcome you. All senators and members of House of Representatives here present, all members of National Assembly here present, the Permanent Secretary, Federal Ministry of Works, Mr. Adeladon Rafiu Olarinre, our own daddy, you are welcome, sir. All senior special assistants to Mr. President on community engagement here present, all traditional rulers here present. I say, Kábíyèsí o, Kádépẹ́ lórí, kí bàtà pẹ́ lẹ́sẹ̀. the Director, Highway, Bridges and Design, Federal Minister of Works, Engineer Musa Sedu, all stakeholders, all chairmen of local government that are here, Apapa is here, Ibejuleki is here, and others, we welcome you. All stakeholders, please permit me to rest on this existing protocol. Gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to warmly welcome you all to this very important stakeholders engagement on the ongoing development along the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway, fees the proposed surface lane and secondary drainages for the project, as well as the flag off of the repairs of Eco Bridge, Marine Bridge, and the flooded section of the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. As we all know, the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway, which was a dream of Mr. President, and also commenced by this present administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu GCFR, was proposed by Mr. President as a link between coastal cities along the southern part of the country, and in order to ensure access to previously inaccessible part of Nigeria coastline. The 9 states that the project is expected to traverse include Lagos, Ogun, Ondo, Edo, Delta, Bayelsa, Rivers, Akwa Ibom, and Cross River. Section 1, that starts from where we are standing now, 47.474 kilometers of the project, is now completed, excluding the bridges. A round of applause, everyone, please. So it starts from here, the end of Ahmadu Bello Way, and stops at Eleko Town. Now, Section 2 is also 70% completed. Another round of applause, please. It starts from Eleko to Odeomi, the boundary of Lagos and Ogun State. And works are equally ongoing on the other section of the superhighway, like the Ogun State, Ondo State, Akwa Ibom, and Cross River State. And all works are progressing steadily. Ladies and gentlemen, however, following heavy rainfall and subsequent flooding that have been witnessed in Lagos during the ongoing rainy season, the Federal Ministry of Works, in conjunction with Lagos State Government, have resolved to finding a lasting solution to this flood issue by constructing service lane and secondary drainages along the section of the road in Lagos State. It is also worthy of note that the Federal Ministry of Works recently awarded the repairs work on the Eco Bridge, Marine Bridge, and the flooded section of the Lagos-Calabar Expressway. Consequently, the issues arising from these awards are therefore important for this stakeholders engagement. Today's stakeholders engagement has been called to carry all stakeholders along on the federal government's plan for the various projects I have mentioned. I would therefore like to encourage everyone present to be fully involved in our discussion so as to have a robust session. As we commence this engagement, I will once again like to welcome you all and pray for fruitful deliberation and successful conclusion at the end of this program. Welcome all to this stakeholders engagement, and thank you everyone. Thank you.
Thank you. Our women, Emma Tuori Eko, when the Federal Comptroller Lagos was speaking, he talked about the things that our president is doing. I was expecting us to give our Commander-in-Chief a better applause, please. Can we celebrate Ashiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu? You can do better. Eba mi Tuori Eko, Sheri Shewa, Beori Shewa. On your mandate we shall stand. On your mandate we shall stand. Bola on your mandate.
Bola
On your mandate.
Bola
On your mandate we shall. One more time. On your
stand.
On your mandate we shall. Ashiwaju, on your mandate we shall stand. On your mandate, Bola on your mandate.
Bola on your mandate.
Thank you.
We shall. Ẹ sáré jí gbogbo ọkàn tó sùn lọ. Mo fara mọ́, èmi fara mọ́ Jagaba. Afara. Ẹ bá wa jí
Gbogbo ọkàn tó sùn lọ, àfaramọ́. Àwa faramọ́ Aṣíwájú. Àfaramọ́. Ẹ ṣé. Thank you. Thank you. God bless you all. Moving on with the program, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. May I, at this juncture, bring on stage the Director, Highways, Bridges and Design, in person of Engineer Musa Saidu. Thank you.
Your Excellency, I greet you with honor and respect from Almighty God. Thank you for welcoming. Thank you for coming here, Your Excellency. Your Excellency, the project we are flagging off today are 4 in number, sir. The Lagos-Calabar coastal road, as you rightly know, people have been speculating that it's causing the flood. No, Your Excellency. But with the help of Honorable Minister and the support of Mr. President, sir, we, as Design Department, we are introducing secondary drainage to curb and support the Lagos State government in their effort to curb the flood solution in Lagos State. Your Excellency, this will be presented to the public and stakeholder for critical analysis. And on the issue of Eco Bridge, Your Excellency, Eco Bridge phase 1 is substantially completed, and we have done 95% completion. We have an incidence of dredger eating one of the pile of Eco Bridge, which has resulted into the damage of the pile cap. And Your Excellency, if that thing is not addressed on time, it can lead to total calamity. And with the help of Mr. President and the effort of Honorable Minister, he has graciously approved immediate intervention of this bridge, which we are trying to share with the stakeholder now, so that everybody will know what we are going to do on a Eco Bridge. Because people will say, why happen to a Eco Bridge? But they will not know that that bridge is in danger, and it's in danger to the life of humanity. On the issue of Marine Bridge, Your Excellency, those bridges are looking nice, but the bearing and some of the expansion joints have gone. And if care is not taken, the bridges, the beam are hitting the slab directly, which may result to the crack of the bridge anytime from now. But Mr. President has given us the approval to go ahead and repair this bridge. Mr. President, sir, I want to put it to you now that, Your Excellency, the issue of the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, the flood is going to be resolved any moment from now. And Your Excellency, I'm telling the public now that Mr. President has given us go ahead and mandate with the effort of our Honorable Minister to go and start the repair and construction of this 3-number project. Thank you, Your Excellency, sir.
Thank you, Director, Highways Construction, Bridges and Designs, Federal Ministry of Works, Engineer Musa Saidu. Moving on because of time, ladies and gentlemen. I said something before Mr. Governor walked in, and of course the Honorable Minister. Information reaching me has it that it's raining in different parts of Lagos. It drizzled here today as well. But because of the works of what Mr. President is doing, the rain stopped, and we want to tell Nigerians what Mr. President is actually doing. I think Mr. President deserves another applause, please. Come on. Thank you. At this juncture, it is time for remarks by the Permanent Secretary. May I respectfully invite Mr. Ade Landon Rafiu or Lauren Ray. Can we please put our hands together for him as he comes on stage?
Ó ṣe bẹ̀bẹ̀ ní Naija. Ó ṣe bẹ̀bẹ̀ ní Naija. ó ń ṣe bẹ̀bẹ̀ ní Naija o Bọ́lá Tinubu ó ń ṣe bẹ̀bẹ̀ ní Naija. Pátá Tinubu làwa mọ̀ lámọ̀lẹ́ni tó lè ṣe o nínú gbogbo wọn o gbogbo wọn pátá.
President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, ably represented by the Governor of Lagos State, Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu, the Honorable Minister of Works, Engineer Senator Nweze David Umahi, distinguished members of the National Assembly, Chairman, House Committee and Senate Committee of Works, Honorable Commissioners and other representatives of Lagos State Government, Chairmen of members of National Assembly committees, our esteemed traditional rulers and community leaders, representatives of regulatory agencies, development partners, and professional bodies. Senior Special Assistant to the President on Community Engagement from the 6 geopolitical zones, the contractors, consultants, and other industry stakeholders, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen. It is my great pleasure and honor to give these marks as well as the welcome speech and to welcome you all to this important stakeholders engagement convened to provide a clear update on some of the federal government's strategic infrastructural interventions in Lagos State, and more importantly, to strengthen collaboration among all stakeholders towards their successful delivery. Today's gathering is particularly significant because it brings together 3 critical dimensions of our infrastructure development program: the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway, the urgent rehabilitation of critical bridges, and the protection and sustainability of federal road infrastructures across Lagos State. The Lagos-Calabar Highway remains one of the flagship projects of the renewed agenda of His Excellency, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR. In line with Mr. President's directive, the Federal Ministry of Works is advancing the provision of service lanes and secondary drainage infrastructure for sections 1 and 2 of the project, as earlier highlighted by the State Controller. These interventions are intended to improve connectivity, endorse drainage and flood resilience, facilitate access to adjoining communities and businesses, and ensure that the benefits of the highway extend beyond the main carriageway. The Federal Ministry of Works recognizes that the success of such a transformative project requires not only engineering excellence, but also sustained engagement with the host communities, state governments, businesses, and transport sections, security agencies, and other stakeholders. We therefore welcome constructive contributions that will enable us to address emerging challenges and deliver infrastructure that responds effectively to the needs of our people. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the federal government is equally taking decisive action to preserve critical existing infrastructure within Lagos. Our bridges are indispensable components of the state transportation and economic ecosystem, and their continuing functionality is essential to the movement of people, goods, and services. The marine bridge connecting Ijora and Igamu to Apapa and the Nigerian Ports Authority, as is particularly strategic because of the enormous volume of traffic, including heavy-duty trucks and tankers, generated by the ports. Following the 2019 fire incident, substantial repair interventions have already been undertaken, including replacement of 166 elastomeric rubber bearings under the initial phase, and a further 188 bearings. Over 1,000 meters of damaged expansion joints, asphalt works, and solar street lighting under phase 2. However, subsequent inspection revealed further deterioration arising largely from sustained heavy traffic. This has necessitated phase 3 of the emergency comprehensive repair works, aimed at restoring the structural integrity of the bridges, replacing deteriorated components, and significantly extending its service life. Similarly, the 4.1 kilometer Eco Bridge, one of Lagos' most heavily strategic bridges linking the mainland with Lagos Island, is receiving comprehensive attention. While approximately 95% of the superstructure works have been completed, urgent intervention becomes necessary following an incident involving a dredger which severely damaged the LG5 pipe cap, piers and pies. The emergency works being flagged off today will therefore include the replacement of damaged pies and reconstruction of the affected section of the pipe cap. These interventions are critical to safeguarding the bridge and ensuring the uninterrupted movement of traffic across the vital corridor. The Federal Ministry of Works is committed to ensuring that these projects are executed to the highest standards within the approved scope and in accordance with the required engineering safety specification, as been already anchored and driven by the Honourable Minister, Engineer David Umahi. We will therefore continue to monitor performance closely and insist on quality, accountability, and value for money. Ladies and gentlemen, another important component of today's engagement is the inauguration of the Coastal Road Guard, an initiative designed to strengthen the protection of highway infrastructure against vandalism, encroachment, and other activities that undermine the integrity and longevity of our roads. Infrastructure protection is a shared responsibility. Government can construct roads and bridges, but their sustainability ultimately depends on the collective commitment of citizens, communities, transport operators, contractors, security agencies, and other stakeholders. I therefore urge all stakeholders, particularly to our host communities, to see these projects as shared common national assets and to support the federal government in protecting them. Let me reaffirm that the Federal Ministry of Works remains committed to the vision of the Mr. President to deliver infrastructure that supports economic growth, improves mobility, creates opportunities, and enhances the quality of life. We appreciate the cooperation and support of Lagos State Government, the National Assembly, traditional institutions, host communities, contractors, consultants, security agents, and the media. Your partnership is indispensable to timely and successful completion of this intervention. As we flag up these critical works and advance implementation of Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway, let us remain united in our shared vision and objective of building a safer, more resilient, better connected, and economically vibrant Lagos State and Nigeria as a whole. Together, we can transform these projects from infrastructural investment into enduring national assets and catalyst to sustainable development. I thank you all for your presence, and God bless Lagos State. God bless Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you very much for listening.
Thank you. That was the remark by the Permanent Secretary, Mr. Adelanda Rafiu Olarinre. Thank you so much. Moving on because of time, ladies and gentlemen, Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is time for presentations, and I can assure you that the presentations will be very brief. May I, at this juncture, invite AEC Consultant. They will present on service lanes and drainages for Coastal Highway. AEC Consultant, please. Thank you.
His Excellency.
Hold on. Your Excellency, it's very important that all the stakeholders along the corridor of Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway, phase 1, that's lot 1, should pay very serious attention. I'm happy the governor is here. the federal government, in partnership with the Lagos state government, as directed by our dear president, we're here to provide solution to the climate-induced flooding along the corridor, not caused by coastal highway, but the job of responsible governance like that of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is the welfare of the people. And that is very important. So you have to pay attention. But if you have to make an omelette, you have to break an egg. So some very few houses we have to go. Very few houses we have to go. Very serious engineering calculation, prudent, decisions with the National Assembly committees on work. We are very sensitive about demolition of buildings. But for the flood problem to be solved, for service lanes to be introduced, for lives along this corridor to be very sweet, we have decided and courageously to do this presentation to you. So you have to listen very well and see the very few houses that may be affected and show very good understanding. Thank you very much. AEC.
Excellency, the President, Federal Republic of Nigeria, ably represented by the Executive Governor of Lagos State, Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu, His Excellency, the Honorable Minister of Works, Engineer David Umahi. Please allow me to stand on all existing protocols so that we can get straight into the presentation. Just like the Honorable Minister has said, the Lagos-Calabar Superhighway has to represent its name as a superhighway. And for that to happen, there needs to be controlled access into this great investment. If there are unrestricted access onto the already constructed main carriageways, then it ceases to be a superhighway. That is the reason why we have introduced service lanes or service corridors that will take traffic from all the existing communities along the highway and enhance efficient traffic circulation. And so very quickly, I just want to present to you the impact of this service lane that is serving a dual purpose of allowing traffic circulation, and also along it will be constructed secondary drainages that will take flood water from the community, particularly those on the southern side of the Lagos-Calabar Superhighway, to the northern side, which is the Lagos Lagoon. Please, can you go on to the slide very quickly? The next slide, please. All right, so the service lane would begin from the Water Corporation Drive just by the, that bounds the Legally Ayoride Road. That's where the service corridor will begin from as we travel from Ahmadu Bello towards Calabar. So the Water Corporation Drive will be rehabilitated completely into a dual carriageway, 2x2 lanes. Please, the next slide. And as you begin to traverse towards the Oniru end, you begin to find structures that will be partially affected and those that will be fully affected. On the Water Corporation Drive, for example, there will be 4 buildings or 4 structures that will be partially affected. Please go to the next slide. As we move on towards the Lekki end, we have some structures at Ayodele Odubi Street, 15 numbers of them, that will be partially affected. For me to explain how the service lane would work, you can see the red line on your screens. That is the earmarked right-of-way line for the service lane. Already constructed, Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway is the one in the blue, whereas the one in the red is the right-of-way for the service lane that we are proposing. To the next slide, please. We needed to show this slide to you because there are about 17 number houses that could have also gone within this region that we are trying to avoid by creating a detour through an existing carriageway on Edward Otonu Street to avoid demolition of 17 number structures. We carefully sat down with the Honorable Minister to look at all of this to minimize the demolition impact of this service lane. And the Honorable Minister graciously approved this detour for us to be able to use the internal road for the service corridor at this particular location. Please, the next slide. At Goshen Estate, on the southern side, as we're approaching the first interchange U-turn, because the intention is that for anyone on the service corridor to be able to access the superhighway, you will only be able to access it through the interchanges. There will be no opening of the highway at any point. You would only be able to connect from the service corridor to the main carriageway via interchanges. And the first interchange access will be on the service lane bounding Goshen Estate. We have 3 number structures on the southern side that will be affected. And on the northern side, we have about 5 number houses or structures that will be partially affected. Please, the next slide. As you move on from Goshen Estate, we have Middle Hallway. We also have 4 number structures on the northern side that will be partially affected around the first interchange bridge. Please, the next slide. There was this building that was on the news some weeks ago when the Honorable Minister visited. That is why we have placed this on the screen. We have a number of high-rises along this particular corridor that were going to be affected, by the service lane. You find it hashed in green. And on the right-hand side, you can see the picture of that structure. The Honorable Minister, having visited the site with the members of the Senate and then with several consultations, graciously approved that we veer off the service lane alignment at this this particular location into the expressway, just so that we avoid this investment. It's a major investment and is no longer going to be affected. Next slide, please. On the Mayegun section, we have a number of structures through Yemi Adetayo. We have at Prince Olarenwaju Elegushi Road, and then we also have at Mayor Bolaji Areyo Street. A number of structures will also be partially affected. I must say at this junction that most of the structures that will be affected by this service corridor are partial demolitions. They are not going to be full demolition. Only in about 5 places are we going to have the structures that will be fully demolished. Please go to the next slide. And then as you travel along the corridor, let me just go to the general summary, so just to save some time, because I also need to talk about the drainage. Please go on to the table that shows the summary of all the structures that will be partially affected and those that will be fully affected. Yeah, this shows the breakdown of all the buildings that will be affected by changes. And like I mentioned earlier, the total number of houses on the northern side, that's the Lekki side, or you say the Lagos-bound traffic, will be 97. 97 structures will be partially affected, whereas on the southern side, that's the coastline, we have about 50 number houses that will be partially affected. This brings the total number of houses that will be affected to about 142. But for those that would effectively go, we have 5 number of them. That's the one that is written in red, bringing it to a total of about 147 structures that will be partially and fully affected respectively. Please, the next slide. Next slide, please. All right, this slide is basically just showing what we have done so far in terms of trying to alleviate the flooding challenges that has been experienced in recent time, and also providing solution that will last several years. We looked at all of the channels that Lagos State has. We mentioned this at the last stakeholders meeting, and we have done extensive survey works along all the existing outfall channels that Lagos has, from Kuramo Waters to Nike Art Gallery to the Silverbed Channel, Mayegun Channel, Murphy Adetoro Channel, the Ogombo Channel, and the Ikota River. These are the main outfalls that the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway will be discharging into from the north to the south. And we have been able to do extensive surveys to be able to know what the existing level of those outfalls are, and what we've been able to relate them to the culverts that have been constructed on the superhighway. Because like I said at the last stakeholders engagement, the water will travel from the south, that's on the coastline, up onto the lagoon. And what we have done effectively is to connect on our alignments how the channel or how the water will effectively flow or be taken, from those culverts into the outfall channels. And we've been able to earmark these 7 number major outfall channels that needs to be connected to the Sokoto Badagry Highway. Some of them are under construction. Take, for example, the Nikkei Art Gallery. The Lagos State government is actually doing the construction of this at the moment. But effectively, we have been able to do the design that will connect this ongoing construction to the culvert on the superhighway. We believe that with all that we are doing currently, because we are still consulting with the Lagos State Ministry of Environment and Office of Drainage Services, we believe that when we are done with all of this design, effectively, we will be able to take most of the flood waters, both from the communities on the downside, and even rainwater when it effectively rains on the highway itself, into the parallel drains that will be constructed on the service lane. I need to explain that also we understand. When the service lane is constructed, there will be a major drainage that will be on the side of the service road. That drainage is to help deflood the communities along the entire stretch. That's why you have the service lane running from end to end. So the people within those communities, rather than having them ponded, their water will be able to effectively discharge into these longitudinal drains, and then we will discharge them at these various locations that I've shown. Thank you very much, everyone, for listening, and thank you very much.
Thank you, AEC consultant. Moving on, ladies and gentlemen, please can we save the protocols, please? Thank you, thank you.
Good things take time, no be lie. I know one argue, I day or bad. Patience na virtue. We go wait. Allow to do walk. We go wait. Chakabande, step by step. No be magic. Now process.
The representative of the community, the chairman of Ibejuleki local government, Engineer Sesheso Olowa. Over to you, sir.
His Excellency the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu GCFR, ably represented here by His Excellency the Governor of Lagos State, Mr. Babajide Olushola Sanwo-Olu, the Honorable Minister of Works, His Excellency Senator Umahi. Permit me to extend further courtesies to all distinguished men and women here this afternoon. I wish to sincerely appreciate His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu GCFR for his commitment to the massive infrastructural development taking place across Nigeria, particularly in Lagos State. These interventions and many more have undoubtedly brought relief, succor, growth, and development to our nation and to our states, while strengthening the infrastructure upon which our economy and communities depend. Once again, we are gathered here today to witness another historic milestone, the commencement of the service lanes and secondary drainage works along this important coastal highway. This is a significant intervention, particularly because proper drainage and functional service lanes are essential to the sustainability, accessibility, and effective use of this major corridor. We also appreciate the federal government's intervention on other critical road infrastructure in Lagos, including the repair of Eco Bridge, Marine Bridge, and the flooded section of the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. These routes are vital to the daily movement of millions of Nigerians, and their rehabilitation will bring significant relief to road users. As local governments that are situated within this strategic coastal corridor, representing various communities and neighborhoods, we are particularly pleased to be part of this important development. We are confident that the continued investment in this corridor will further open up opportunities, improve connectivity, and accelerate economic development across our communities. We commend the Honorable Minister of Works and the Federal Ministry of Works for the continued attention being given to these critical interventions. We also appreciate our Governor, Mr. Selebu, and all other stakeholders whose cooperation and support continue to contribute to development of our state. On behalf of all local government chairmen in Lagos State, I express our sincere appreciation again to Mr. President and the federal government for these transformative interventions. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir.
Very quickly, may I invite, thank you, our stakeholders, thank you. May I invite the representative of the President Lekki Conservation Area to kindly come on stage in person of Bode Akinwande. Can you please, a round of applause for him, please? Thank you.
Good day, everyone. All protocol observed. I'm standing on your existing protocol. My name is Bode Akinwande. I'm one of the stakeholders in this corridor. I live in Ocean Bay, and I want to say a big thank you to our dear President and the Minister of Works. This coastal road has been a blessing to everyone in this corridor. It has opened us up to opportunities, and we are grateful this road is completed, at least in our own section, and we believe very strongly that from here all the way to Calabar will be completed by the special grace of God. Special thanks to our governor also. We appreciate you. We appreciate everyone that has been working behind the scene 24/7 to make this dream a reality, and we say a big thank you, sir. And God bless Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Bode. Moving on with the presentations very quickly, ladies and gentlemen. We now move to the presentation on Eco Bridge repairs and Marine Bridge repairs. Ladies and gentlemen, may I at this juncture invite Build Well to kindly come on stage.
Aṣíwájú ogun àkànbí ò gbọ́dọ̀ ṣẹ́yìn ogun jagunjagun ló ń bọ̀. Àkànbí Adé general politician ni jagunjagun ló ń bọ̀. Jẹun sókè ṣé wọn náà ṣó ti rí. Sóbìrì. Àkànbí ṣé wọn náà ṣó ti rí. Sóbìrì. Olódòdè ṣé wọn náà ṣó. Àkànbí ṣé wọn náà ṣó ń gbọ́. Ọmọ olódòdè. Ìyà ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ wọ́n ṣé wọn náà ṣó ń gbọ́. Àkànbí ṣó ti rí. Ìyà máa jẹ wá.
Ìyà ò ní jẹ wá. Ẹ ṣé. Ladies and gentlemen, moving on, we'll now invite His Royal Majesty, the Oba along the route. Ladies and gentlemen, Oba of Lepia Kingdom, Ibeju Lekki, Oba Adeleke Akibu Kabiesio Kade Opeluri Kibata Opelese, to kindly come on stage to address this gathering, please. Ẹ ṣé púpọ̀ kábíyèsí Kade Opeluri Kibata Opelese, Ọba Adeleke Akibu.
Ọba tó tóbi kílẹ̀ ń fọ ọba pé ọba ọba láṣẹ.
Thank you. His Excellency, the President, Federal Republic of Nigeria, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the pillar, the bridge of Nigeria and African politics. His Excellency, the Governor of Lagos State, Mr. Selibu Babajide Olushola Sanwo-Olu, our adopted son, the golden boy of Lagos, Senator David Umai, the National Assembly's representative. I will want to respect our royal father in person of His Royal Majesty Oba Akiolu Eleko, who is represented by Onido here. Other Royal Majesties, we are here today again, and not because of anything, because of the ongoing good projects in Nigeria. The last time we were at the stakeholder meeting, the discussion is basically on the Coastal Road project and the corrections on how we are going to have the smooth running of the road. But today, we gather here today to tell the Nigerians that the correction is ongoing. While I was coming, the errors on the coastal is under correction. That shows we have a workable and listening government. My message today is to tell the government that we, the royal institution, will always support any government that is working, any government that sees its citizens first. And that is why we have been saddled the responsibility as a royal father to preserve the culture, the heritage, and the norms. I want to offer a prayer to our son, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He has started well. By his grace, by the power of the ancestors, he will end it well. Another journey will begin very soon. We shall see more of his handwork, not only in Lagos, not only in Southwest, but the whole Nigeria. Thank you, and God bless you.
Thank you, His Royal Majesty. Thank you. Distinguished guest. Moving on with the function. We'll now move on to question and answers, please. We'll take at least 3 questions, please, from our stakeholders. Comrade Taiwo, I can see you raising up your hands at the back. Please kindly come forward to ask your question. Is there any other stakeholder at the back that would like to ask questions, please? I've gotten one. We'll take 2 more to make 3. Thank you.
Under protocol duly observed, I stand on the existing protocol and I thank you for this privilege. My name is Comrade Taiwo Hassan, sir. We are beneficiary of the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway, and presently my community belongs to the Section 2. I mean from Eleko to Igbogun. So why one of our Ogaya was giving us the report and update on the present development that is going on. I knew that the Section 2 have not been mentioned there. And that's one of the reasons we are here today. We know there is a lot of things going on by behind the scene, but I want to ask, sir, the problem of flooding that is affecting the Section 1 also is very much enormous in Section 2. I can remember vividly His Excellency, our governor, was in one of our community in Bejuleki some times ago during this heavy rainfall. Now, the question is that, sir, we are battling with water presently. Many of us have been displaced. I personally, I relocate my family to a safer place because we are still battling flooding, stagnation with between Eleko and Akodo axis in Section 2. So, sir, I would like, if possible, any solution measure that affect this area, they should share it with us. Thank you very much, sir, for this privilege.
Thank you. Just hold on. Be assured that we are working on Section 1 now. Section 2 is also starting immediately. The same measure, okay? Okay.
Thank you, the Honorable Minister. Thank you. We have 2 more questions from our stakeholders. I have Comrade Usman. Can you kindly come forward? Comrade Usman Taslim. Thank you.
Your Excellency, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, ably represented by the Lagos State Governor. Sir, as a stakeholder, I represent the National Union of Road Transport Workers. I'm the State Chairman, State Secretary here in Lagos State. So we want to know whether there is a provision along the corridor for we, the road transporters, and also we are expecting that the facility should be of a modern system. Thank you, sir.
Yes, we have a very serious program to have rest houses where trucks, vehicles will be parking, and then we're also going to have other facilities like, petrol stations, CNG station, gas station. We also have restaurants, just like what you have in modern, super highways outside the country. So be assured. But let me tell the road transport workers that my heart is broken by the number of trucks that are parking on the Lekki seaport. The recently fully constructed, Lekki Road. We can't allow that to continue. Please and please and please go and, talk to Nupeng to remove those trucks. They will damage the concrete road. The concrete road is never designed for static loads. Please. And we will also be talking with you nationally, and we're going to be advertising all over the country. We see trucks parked on bridges. We see trucks parked on asphalt road, concrete roads. We will not continue to allow it. So we are going to be advertising, working with Nupeng road transport workers and the stakeholders, whereby we will contract out evacuation of these trucks and put penalties on them so that we can have our roads to last as much as the president is rebuilding the roads to be. Thank you. We do that very quickly, and I think we have a land there. I think road safety is staying at that location. Keisha knows that land. He can always show to Dare so that immediately we should clear that place and let all the trucks begin to temporarily park in that place. The road will be destroyed and it will be a loss to every one of us. Thank you.
Your Excellency, thank you. We have one more stakeholder to ask a question. Omotayo Owolabi, can you kindly come forward? You'll be the last person to ask a question, please, because of time. Thank you.
Good afternoon, Mr. President. My name is Omotayo Owolabi. I'm from kilometer 75, and since February, they have come to our site to come and mark our house there, and then Kings have already called a meeting to discuss about it. And then I'm here to ask you, Mr. President, when are they going to compensate those houses that affected? Because there was a bridge in kilometer 75, and the bridge affected those houses that in that area. And since February, they've came to capturing those places, and since then, we haven't heard anything concerning the compensation. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. The governor is here, but it's our fault. So the controller Lagos, within this week, will be presenting the enumerated cash crops and houses for His Excellency the Governor to approve and gazette. The money to pay is already in the bank. And so as soon as the legal process is completed by our host governor, we will immediately start payment. We have the money to pay. And at the same time, it is important to note that the service lane should also be procured at the same time, together with that of Lot 1, so that the governor can approve and gazette at the same time, and so that we can commence this thing. In closing this very, very important segment, let me ask our landlords along this corridor and the residents, do you approve this presidential gesture that super drainage along this corridor should be built to help all the residents along this corridor to evacuate the climate change induced flooding over Lot 1 and 2? Those in support say aye. Do you approve that some of these sacrifices should be made so that we can have service lane to assist all the residents along this corridor to enjoy their homes and enjoy the super President Bola Ahmed Tinubu Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway along sections 1 and 2? Those in support say aye. Thank you. I will recommend continuous engagement and for the local government of Ipeju working with our people to call for all the affected owners of this property for a meeting from Tuesday, and from there enumeration will take place, and after that we'll be approaching His Excellency our host governor, who has been very wonderful in helping us, in supporting us, and in fast-tracking this very wonderful project of Mr. President. Thank you very much as we start the next segment of this program. Thank you.
Thank you once again. Moving on with the presentations, ladies and gentlemen, we now move on to Eco Bridge repairs and marine bridge repairs, and this will be done by the representative of Buildwell. Please kindly come on stage. The next presentation will be on Eco Bridge repairs and marine bridge repairs. Thank you. Buildwell, over to you.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for being here today. I would like to thank the federal government under the leadership of His Excellency, Mr. President. I would like to thank the Federal Ministry of Works, under the leadership of His Excellency, the Honorable Minister, and Mr. Pias and the directors and all the engineers of the Federal Ministry of Works, who we have been working for the past couple of years together to fix these infrastructures in Lagos. They are really brilliant people and one of the best engineers we have seen.
The construction of Eco Bridge in Lagos State was completed in 1975.
Okay, sorry.
Eco Bridge is one of the major bridges linking Lagos mainland to the island. Under the leader...
Sorry about that. I would like to specifically thank the engineers that are under the supervision of the controller, and the controller also have been with us every day for the past couple of years. We have done really amazing work. You will see slowly, you will see the type of work we have been doing, how difficult and technical it has been. I would like to also thank the staff of Buildwell who are here that made all of this happen because of their dedication and hard work. Thank you very much to my brothers and sisters. And we will start now with the presentations. We're going to run 2 videos, one for Eco Bridge and one for Marine Bridge. The videos are going to take us briefly through what we have been doing in the past couple of years and what we are going to do going forward. Thank you. Eco Bridge, please.
And have been completed, while the remaining works are currently ongoing for the section crossing over the lagoon. Some of the repairs included the replacement of pot bearings, the replacement of expansion joints, external stressing on burnt sections at Apongban and Ijora, the laying of asphalt, rigid pavement works on approach ramps, installation of handrails and guardrails and streetlights. Presently, the replacement of bearings on the section over the lagoon is going on by replacing the existing damaged bearings with new reinforced chloroprene bearings. As part of the ongoing comprehensive repairs, the contractor carried out a structural integrity test and investigation on the foundation piles of Eco Bridge. Some of the foundation piles have shown some deterioration and cracks and require urgent repair. The report submitted has also mentioned the presence of an over-depth up to approximately 3 meters in some locations, loss of design embedment length due to scouring effect caused by the presence of some sunken barges and fishing boats. This requires the urgent intervention and repair to avoid having any structural failures. While works were ongoing, on the 7th of April 2025, a big dredger hit pile cap LG5 of Eco Bridge, causing severe damage where the foundation piles were broken and completely separated from the pile cap. The contractor later discovered structural cracks on the LG5 pile cap, leading to another underwater investigation, which revealed 5 piles are now completely missing and detached from the bottom of the pile cap. This video shows footage taken by the divers, highlighting the observed damage.
Where they are cut off, so you can see that it is truly cut off. I will show you. Now you can see this one completely cut off. This one completely cut off. This one, you can see 2 here completely cut off. Okay. This is another one completely cut off. Okay.
The traffic on Eco Bridge has been reduced to 1 lane to reduce the dynamic and live loads on the bridge. The mainland is connected to the island by 3 main bridges. Since Carter and 3rd Mainland bridges have been flagged as damaged and are unable to carry heavy traffic, Eco is the only bridge currently taking the load. The intervention cannot wait and has to be executed immediately to avoid the LG5 pile cap from completely failing and causing the deck to collapse inside the lagoon. Engineers of the Federal Ministry of Works and the contractor developed a comprehensive rehabilitation and retrofitting solution designed to repair the damage and to strengthen the foundations. Underwater pile jacketing will restore and protect the damaged foundation piles on the 7 pile caps. In addition, 4 new board piles, each 1.3 meters in diameter, will be driven at LG5. A new reinforced concrete pile cap will then be connected to the existing one using post-tensioning tendons, allowing to transfer the load from the existing pile cap to the new foundation piles and pile cap.
So we've done our technical evaluation in line with the President's directive and putting safety over and above every decision. Agreed on remedial work that could be carried out by Buildwell, and that is by doing additional piling, and then do additional pile cap and join it to the cracked one to bypass the section that is cracked.
This is a palliative retrofitting procedure, but is not the permanent one. It will prevent the bridge from collapsing and extend its service life for approximately 15 to 20 years, while engineers from the Federal Ministry of Works are working on developing a permanent solution.
Thank you. Please, Marine Bridge.
The construction of Marine Bridge, also known as Apapa Bridge, started 60 years ago, between 1965 and 1975. Marine Bridge is the main access road to Apapa and Tin Can ports, the biggest ports in Africa, making it a vital route and the main artery of the Nigerian economy. For more than 60 years, the bridge has undergone heavy traffic of trailers and tankers accessing the port and was being overstressed beyond its initial axial load design, causing heavy strain and damage to its components, while many major accidents and fire incidents caused major structural failures along many of its sections. As you can see here, the bridge is constantly used as a parking for trailers and tankers. Under the supervision of His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the comprehensive repair works on the bridge have been carried out. All failed bridge bearings that were part of phases 1 and 2 have already been replaced, and the structural integrity of all related bridge sections has been reinstated to their original design conditions. The contractor used specialized self-propelled modular transporters to lift whole sections and replace the damaged bearings with new elastomeric bearings. The replacement of the expansion joints and the laying of asphalt has also been concluded on the repaired sections, with new guardrails and median slabs installed. Many piers have also been damaged, causing bursting reinforcement failures, which have been repaired, as shown here in the first 2 phases, using concrete jacketing and post-tension steel bars. While the works on the most critical sections have been going on, the Federal Ministry of Works, under the leadership of His Excellency Honorable Minister of Works David Umahi, have carried out a thorough investigation on all sections of the bridge and discovered additional major structural problems that require urgent repairs. New findings have revealed that additional failed bridge bearings need to also be replaced urgently and immediately to prevent further dilapidation of the bridge sections and to avoid jeopardizing the safety of millions of commuters and transporters who rely on this bridge daily. The bridge is composed of simply supported sections, laying on cantilevers and sitting on 60-year-old depleted rubber bearings, which have thinned out, causing the corbels to sit on concrete and causing cracks, the shifting of the deck, damage to the piers, and expansion joints. You can see here the rubber bearing completely thinned out and protruding outside, while the deck has also shifted from its horizontal and vertical alignment. On this drawing, the hatched sections in blue shows the completed and repaired sections, while the ones in red are the ones that require urgent attention. While cracks are starting to show on many corbels, failing to replace the thinned-out bearings and conducting repairs on the existing cracks will cause major structural failures, making the bridge unstable. This has been demonstrated recently on sections where pictures of the same corbels 1 year apart have shown cracks appearing and extending. As Marine Bridge remains a critical transport link, the only available alternative are the service roads, which are in a very poor condition and cannot accommodate the traffic volume carried by the bridge.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you for the presentation. Build well, thank you. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, may I at this juncture recognize National Youth Council of Nigeria with over 150 youths here. Thank you for coming. Thank you, National Youth Council of Nigeria. We appreciate you all. We now move on to the repairs of flooded section of Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. And to do this, may I hand over the microphone once again to AEC consultant. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Still standing on existing protocols. Please, can we have the video played?
Yes, Ogun State government.
All right. Some weeks ago, the Honorable Minister of Works was on the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway returning from a site visit, and coincidentally, there was heavy rain, and he was stuck with his team for several hours at this particular section of Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. And we had to go in there to investigate what was responsible for the flooding. And very similar to what we are experiencing in Lagos is actually what was also responsible for that flooded section on the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. Can you project the layout of that particular location? Thank you. Immediately we got to work and we carried out extensive survey of that particular location, and we realized that there are two major low points where water was ponding and there was no channel to throw out that particular section of flood. And what we did was to sit down with the Honorable Minister with a proposed design, which he also reviewed and ratified. And majorly what we have introduced, or what we realized or discovered at this section, was that there was no culvert that is taking water across the road from the Lagos-bound section to the Ibadan-bound section. The major point of flooding was actually the Lagos-bound section. And when we investigated further, we realized that there is a small culvert of 900 mm that has been fully silted. And when we did our hydraulic calculations based on the size of that catchment area, we recommended a bigger size of culvert, which the Honorable Minister also approved. And that is what will be reintroduced to that particular low point section. On the upstream side as well, we have two major sections that were flooded from the screen, which you can see. On the left-hand side, there is a major flooding where we have the 900 mm culvert, which will be replaced by a 2-meter culvert. On the right-hand side of the screen, there are several developments along that patch. That right-hand side is actually the lowest point where all of the flood water should go. But we realize that certain developments have happened there and retaining walls have been built that has completely stopped the flow of water. And so one of the major interventions for this particular project would be to completely take out that retaining wall to be able to allow for water to flow. Apart from that, we'll be introducing side drainages, major outfall drainages on the two sides of the carriageway that will take water from the upstream side on the two sides of the road and will discharge it into the floodplain that has already been identified. Thank you very much for listening.
Thank you. Hello. Thank you, AEC consultant. Well done, good job. Moving on, ladies and gentlemen, may I at this juncture invite the Oba of Lagos, His Royal Majesty Oba Rilwan Babatunde Akiolu, ably represented this afternoon to respond as Chief Shashara of Lagos. Can we please put our hands together for Chief Shashara of Lagos? Thank you.
Your Excellency, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, ably represented by our own very one, Babajide Sanwo-Olu. Your Excellency, sir, the Minister for Works, you are welcome, sir. I'm here to represent the Oba of Lagos, and I want to appreciate that there is nothing you can do better than this. Lagos has always been known for all these developmental projects across Nigeria. Now, this one that you have brought to us, we are really very grateful and we appreciate it. You can make our journey to connect Nigeria with very easy period through the coastal ways. And this is very grateful to us. So when we are talking of Nigeria, Nigeria starts from Lagos. And we are very happy about that. And this, we know that is going to bring not just road movement, it will bring other developments, industrial developments, trade, and everything along this corridor. So Lagos is really developing. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chief Shashore of Lagos. Eshe Adumbe. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, is the Coastal Road Guards. May I, at this juncture, invite Retired General Shodunke, please, to kindly come on stage. Coastal Road Guards, Retired General Shodunke. Thank you.
Your Excellencies, good afternoon, sir. Permit me to stand on the existing protocol. It gives me great pleasure this afternoon to present the official unveiling of the pioneer personnel of the Coastal Highway Guards. This is an initiative conceived to enhance security, visibility, protect critical infrastructure, promote safety, and contribute to the orderly and responsible use of the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway. Today represents another important step in the determination of our President, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, who is not only building world-class infrastructure, but also ensuring that the infrastructure being built are protected, preserved, and safely utilized for the benefit of Nigerians. The protection of this infrastructure are not merely the responsibility of government, and it is to be collective responsibility. As sections of the highway are being completed and progressively opened to the public, it has become necessary to complement the physical infrastructure with appropriate measures for its protection and safe utilization. The Coastal Highway Guards initiative is therefore intended to provide an additional layer of visibility, vigilance, infrastructure monitoring, public assistance, and incident reporting along the corridor. Today, we are unveiling the Pioneer Group. These personnel represent the beginning of an initiative that should develop progressively, drawing lessons from practical experience and adapting to security, safety, and operational requirements of the highway as it expands. What we are witnessing today should be regarded as a foundation upon which more comprehensive and sustainable highway protection and safety management can be built. Their presence on the highway is to reassure motorists not frighten them. Their responsibility will include, among other things, maintaining presence along designated sections of the highway and maintaining alert to activities capable of threatening the safety of road users or government infrastructure. They are expected to observe, remain vigilant, identify hazards, monitor government infrastructure, report vandalism and suspicious activities, assist motorists appropriately, report incidents and emergencies, communicate accurately, maintain proper record, support authorized security and emergency agencies. They will protect the integrity of the assigned areas. They are the eyes and ears of the highway, and they will observe any damage to the infrastructure and report it to the appropriate agency. The personnel are well equipped, and we have, to start with, we have 20 motorcycles that they'll be using to patrol the entire coastal area for now. To our host community, I want to appeal to you that please regard this personnel as partners. Government infrastructure situated within or around your communities remain national infrastructure, provided our collective benefit. Please support effort to protect it. Report vandalism, discourage encroachment, do not purchase stolen government infrastructure. Please take note. So at this point, I want the guard to march and salute the VIPs. Carry on.
Well done. Thank you so much. Thank you. Multimedia, thank you so much. We now move to goodwill messages, ladies and gentlemen. May I, at this juncture, invite the Senior Special Assistant to Mr. President on Community Engagement Southwest, on behalf of all the SSAs here, person of Moremi Ojudu. Can we please give her a round of applause, please? Our darling Senior Special Assistant to Mr. President on Community Engagement Southwest, Moremi Ojudu. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Aṣíwájú wa, Akórewọ̀lú ìlú Nàìjíríà. Ẹ ṣé gan ni. Aṣíwájú wa, Akórewọ̀lú ìlú Káàárọ̀-o-jíire, Akórewọ̀lú ìlú Nàìjíríà. Bàbá wa, Jagabambogu, Bàbá tèmi, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, our President and Commander-in-Chief of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, who is here, ably represented today by our own gallant, youthful, most humane and stylish governor, our own super hard-working governor, Governor Babajide Olushola Sanwo-Olu. Ẹ káàbọ̀ sir. Our erudite, super hard-working, the outstanding minister, the greatest engineer of the renewed up administration, Your Excellency, our own godfather, the Honorable Minister of Works, Engineer Dave Umahi. Ẹ káàbọ̀ sir. Permit me to recognize the distinguished chairman and members of the Senate Committee on Works, led by Senator Orwell Onyeso, the Honorable Chairman and members of the House Committee on Works, led by Honorable Akin Alabi, Mr. Rafiu Alanire Adeladon, Permanent Secretary, Federal Ministry of Works, my dear colleagues representing the 6 geopolitical zones of Nigeria, and my dear friends here, the directors and staff of the Federal Ministry of Works, our own revered traditional rulers, Kabiesio, Mokinyo, Moyinimio, Moremio, Judu Mokinyo, and Lesa, Kabosao, Eshegonisa. I thank you all for being here today. The honorable commissioners and directors of the Lagos State government, contractors, consultants, our community leaders, the greatest Nigerian youths, greatest of the greatest, go! Forever go! Thank you all very much for coming. Gentlemen of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, today is an evidence that the renewed up administration is moving from policy to pavement, from promise to projects, and from plans to visible progress. The Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway and our legacy project represents a bold vision for the future of Nigeria with the potential to transform transportation, stimulate economic activity, attract investment, create job opportunities, and connect our communities. The inauguration of the Coastal Road Guards reminds us that development is a partnership. The federal government can provide the vision, funding, and infrastructure, but the people must protect what belongs to them. Our communities must reject vandalism, encroachment, and the destruction of public assets. We must move from asking, what has government done for us, to asking, what are you doing to protect what government has provided for you? That's the question we should start asking ourselves. This is the essence of community engagement. As representative of the president in the Southwest region, we will continue to bridge the gap between government and the people, ensuring that our communities are heard, stakeholders are engaged, and development remains people-centered. A road built by government and protected by people must become a legacy. We commend our president, Babawa, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, for the courage and determination to confront Nigeria's infrastructure deficit. Mr. President inherited enormous challenges, but he did not inherit them to make excuses. He inherited them to solve them. His administration is choosing action, investment, and long-term development, building infrastructure that would outlive political circles and serve our generations yet unborn. I commend most reverently the Honorable Minister of Works, the Honorable Minister of Works, Engineer David Umahi, our National Assembly committees, the Lagos State government, contractors, consultants, our own community stakeholders, traditional institutions, and everyone for your commitment to the Renewed Hope agenda. Thank you for telling the Renewed Hope story to our communities. Thank you for standing for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Thank you, great Nigerians. Thank you, great youths. God bless Lagos State. God bless the Southwest. And God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Eshe Gonio.
Thank you so much. All our hard-working SSAs, led by Moremi Ujudu, Senior Special Assistant to Mr. President on Community Engagement. We appreciate you all. Thank you.
Orí ló yàn kí máa ìṣàwúre o tó bá jọṣẹ́ àti tán.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you. Moving on, ladies and gentlemen, may I, at this juncture, respectfully invite the Chairman, House Committee on Works, ladies and gentlemen, our hardworking, vibrant, honorable Chief Aki Alabi. Can we please celebrate him, please? Thank you. The Chairman, House Committee on Works, Honorable Chief Aki Alabi.
Thank you. His Excellency, Mr. President, our father, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Jagaban Bogu, Asiwaju of Lagos, ably represented by His Excellency Sanwo-Eko,
the governor of Lagos, Oko Bijoke, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, ẹ má bínú pé mo lórúkọ mọ́ wọn lórí. Honorable Minister Odozi Obodo 1, Senator David Umahi, I've run out of accolades for you. I'm sure you are tired of me praising you. My National Assembly colleagues here, special mention to the Chairman Senate Committee on Works, Senator Orwell Oyeso, and my colleagues in the House of Representatives, special mention to my able deputy, Right Honorable Usman Murtala Banye, representing the fantastic people of Rimi, Charanchi, and Batagrawa Federal Constituency of Katsina State, the directors of the Federal Ministry of Works, the contractors, the press, the royal fathers, àwọn lọ́balọ́ba kábíyèsí o, olóyè Ìbàdàn lèmi náà, èmi láàrẹ oníbò Olúbàdàn of Ìbàdàn land, so ó yé mi, culture yé mi, mo kí gbogbo wa o. There's no need for me to go over all the points that have been raised. The experts have spoken, the contractors have spoken, the consultants have spoken, so I don't need to go over them again. I just want to make 2 quick points. Honorable Minister, I want to appreciate you for always carrying stakeholders along. I've lost count of the number of times that we've done stakeholders engagement on these coastal roads. Before it started, during the buildings, during the construction, we've done some on this road, we've done some in the various halls, live on TV, and that's the essence of democracy and true leadership. There are lots of people that will just go out and just construct and do projects as they like. But you carry stakeholders along, you carry National Assembly along, you carry everyone along. That shows the hallmark of leadership. Honorable Minister, please don't relent. Keep doing this. The second point I want to mention is that about the coastal roads, coastal road guards. This is a very timely intervention. Now, I read recently that the executive governor of Lagos State, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, directed his Commissioner for Environment, Honorable Tokunbo Wahab, to get rid of infractions on the Lagos-Badagry Transnational Highway. And there's a video that went viral a couple of days ago under the bridge linking Festac Town and Alakija about miscreants, or should I call them terrorists, that are practically destroying the bridge, breaking the concrete, taking off the iron rods, and scavenging the whole thing. If they weren't exposed, who knows what will have happened? That bridge probably will have collapsed one day with hundreds of souls on it. That tells us that it's not enough to build infrastructures, but we need to protect them with everything that we have got. Honorable Minister, you've looked ahead and you've seen that there are problems coming up on this coastal road, and that's why you have come up with these coastal road guards. I want to assure you, I'm speaking on behalf of the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Right Honorable Abbas Tajuddin, GCON, PhD, Iyan Zazao, that you have his support 100%, whatever you want, in terms of infrastructure, in terms of appropriation, in terms of any capacity where you need the House of Representatives, he is there for you. We bring you good tidings. Thank you very much for listening. I'll get off the stage now. Special thanks to our President, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, once more. Thank you.
Thank you. The Chairman, House Committee on Works, Honorable Chief Akin Alabi. Thank you. We appreciate you all. Thank you all for standing with Mr. President. You all are highly appreciated. I'm sure Mr. President is happy with you all. His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Moving on, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for me to invite the Chairman, Senate Committee on Works, Senator Orwell Onyeso. Can we please celebrate him, please? The Chairman, Senate Committee on Works, our vibrant, hard-working Chairman, is coming on stage now to address this gathering, Senator Olwell Onyesa. Over to you, sir.
Well, APC. Before yielding the microphone to my chairman, Senate Committee on Works, let me briefly recognize our great and visionary leader, the President and Commander-in-Chief, Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the Jagaban of Africa. Ably represented here by the Governor General of Lagos, Governor Sanwo-Olu. I respect you, my leader. Your Excellency, the most performing Minister of Works in the history of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Senator, Engineer David Nweze Umahi, distinguished senators, members of House of Reps, our royal fathers. We are here today to celebrate another milestone achievement of our leader, the father of the nation, the man I've always described as President Extraordinary, a man with understanding as to how things work. As governor of Lagos State years back, he set Lagos State economy in autopilot. Hence today, Lagos State is on the rise. And that comes the need to open up another economic corridor for Lagos, being the commercial headquarters of Nigeria. You will agree with me that before now, we'll have only one entrance and exit to Lagos through the Shagamu bypass. But with the construction of this Calabar Coastal Highway, Mr. President has created an alternative economic route, not just for the people of Lagos, but the entire Nigeria. And what impressed me much is the extraordinary innovation the Honorable Minister of Works has brought in through concrete road pavement, thereby constructing roads that will last for over 100 years. If not for any other thing, President Tinubu has gotten it right in our road construction. Hence, he is worthy to be voted again by all Nigerians come 2027 general election. As we flag up these ancillary works on this coastal road and other maintenance works inside Lagos, I congratulate you and I urge you to cooperate with the Federal Ministry of Works, particularly those that their property may be affected. Be assured that our President is a caring father. Due compensation will be made and the National Assembly will see to that. Thank you. May God bless Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you.
I would like to adopt the protocol as established by my immediate last speaker. But, however, I will not fail to recognize our national father, Mr. President, a man of fair play, a very intelligent individual, for the way and manner he has been conducting the affairs of this nation, especially at this critical period of our history. I greet you, Mr. President, wherever you may be. A gentleman and a very calm personality, very unassuming, very humane. I'm referring to the governor of Lagos State. He is one man that whenever you see him, you see humility personified. And today, you won't even know he's representing Mr. President. My governor, you have my respect, always. Our Minister of Works in Nigeria, just like my colleague in the House of Representatives pointed out earlier on, There is nothing more to use in describing you. I only feel sorry for where you come from because they've lost you. You are now from Plateau State. You are from Lagos State. I'm sure you're from Osun State, Ondo State, and several other states that will adopt you after now. And this is because of how far you have taken your duty. Very restlessly, you move around, crisscross the nation. I can only pray for you that God must guide you as you drive and fly across the nation. My colleague in the House of Reps, a very vibrant young man, you'll be a senator and perhaps a governor after. I respect you, Alabi, and my colleagues here, the traditional rulers of Lagos State. I won't say much because a lot has already been said. I will only say that this administration of Mr. President, through the Ministry of Work, has been very proactive. If you look at all the projects that we're coming to deal with across the nation, there are projects that have been left undone for so long, apart from the ones that are being started now. An example is the Eko Bridge. Eko Bridge is a landmark project, one of the very first projects of independent Nigeria. We all know the history of Lagos. Lagos is into two, the island and the mainland. You can't access one from the other if you don't have a bridge. And so at the independent, we had only one bridge, Kata Bridge. And thereafter, Eko Bridge was constructed, and nothing has been done there since after then. Mr. President, being a very responsive leader, saw it as very necessary to reactivate work on that bridge. And from the description of the project scope, you can see that it's an all-encompassing work, very modern. And so I want to thank him. I want to thank the Minister for Works. I want to assure him of the constant support of the Nigerian Senate. You all know our President of the Senate. He is a man who knows how to push things through. Whenever the minister brings up any appropriation situation, he can be rest assured that the Senate, under our President, will deal with it appropriately. Once again, I want to thank Mr. President. I want to thank the minister for being out there for the people of Nigeria. Long live Mr. President. Long live our minister. Long live Lagos State, and long live Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. The Senate Deputy Chief Whip, Senator Onyekachi Onweboyi, thank you. Also, the Chairman, Senate Committee on Works, Senator Allwell Onyesa, thank you so much. We appreciate you all. Thank you for standing with Mr. President. You all are highly appreciated. Thank you. Moving on, ladies and gentlemen. You can see that I had to leave the podium to come out here. I have the honor at this juncture to bring on stage an erudite scholar, ladies and gentlemen, a professor of works, a man who does not need calculator to calculate figures, a man that has been interpreting the vision and the dream of the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, a man whose humble personality is enchanting. Ladies and gentlemen, make welcome Senator Engineer David Uweze Umahi, CONFNSE FNATE, the Honorable Minister of Works, please. Thank you. Tenumore. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Odozi Obodo 1 of Africa.
Thank you. Your Excellency, our dear President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, here represented by my brother and friend and our dear host that hosts us very well in Lagos, His Excellency Babajide Sanwo-Olu, Governor, the City of Excellence, Lagos, the Deputy Chief Whip of the 10th Senate, Senator Onyeka Chinwebonyi, our headmaster, headmaster, the Senate Committee Chairman on Works, and other senators that are with you, Senator Orwell, our headmaster, the House of Rep Committee on Works, and other House of Rep members that are with you, the Right Honorable Akina Labi, the SSA to Mr. President, that are all here with us, our great partners. The members of the State Executive Council that have accompanied the governor here, the past Controller of Works, Lagos, Engineer Kesha, Farm Secretary, His Royal Majesty, the Oba of Lagos, here represented, the Director Works, the Controller Lagos, Dare, the Chairman of Ipeju Local Government Area, and other chairmen that are here, the Road Transport Workers, National Youth Council of Nigeria, Moromi Support Group, the Ebonyi women and men of Ohanivo that are here, our traditional fathers, the
Anyone who's the one! Anyone who's the one!
Thank you, my dear brothers and sisters. Great privilege for me to work under a visionary president, a divine president, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. When we went to let the president know about the situation of the Eko Bridge that was damaged by an illegal boat miner of sand, and the situation of the Marine Bridge and the flooded section of Lagos-Calabar, the president showed sympathy on his people and immediately approved immediate emergency attention. But let me state very clearly that this president is a president of a fair mind, is a father to every section of this country. Under this kind of emergency situation, we rescued of recent, within the past 8 months, 3 bridges between Abuja and Lokoja. Those bridges were in social media and our attention drawn to that. Today is a thing of joy under President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The same thing, we rescued 2 bridges in Benin along Ondo-Benin route. Again, it was also from social media and the president approved immediately. We also had a very devastating situation where a total bridge was washed off at Taraba. Again, the president approved emergency urgent reconstruction. We also had 2 bridges in Southeast, one in Ebonyi, another one in Enugu. Again, the president ordered immediate reconstruction. We have 3 failed bridges, 2 in Delta and 1 in Rivers, totally washed up by the climate change. Time will fail me to say in the last 6 months, the emergency situation due to climate change that washed away a lot of our bridge infrastructure. And the president has not rested in intervening immediately and urgently. And we are very glad. Today is the turn of Lagos State. I have to say that before our critics will think that we are only walking these bridges in Lagos. No. There is no emergency situation we presented to the president that he has not attended. Just only last week, 3 critical sections between Abuja and the Lokoja was presented, totaling 30 billion. The president approved that we should immediately do that. So let me say that I have never seen a president with fair mind like President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I can testify of that. Can we put our hands together for our president? Let me also say that in the past 3 years, we have reconstructed over 10 bridges per state all over the country. We also rehabilitated over 260, emergency projects all through the entire 36 states and Abuja, totaling over 250 billion. Those projects have been completed, and we asked the Nigeria Union of Journalists, alongside with controllers of states of works of federal government, to go and commission those projects themselves. Let me also say that under President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, for the first time, we exposed all the ongoing projects to the ICPC to go around, check procurement, check execution, give us queries where we have erred, and we will take corrections. Never done any time. We've written to the EFCC to also follow suit. It shows transparency, it shows commitment, it shows accountability, it shows whom President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is. And I thank him very greatly for this. The situation of the Echo Bridge is such a very terrible situation, but technically we'll be managing the situation. To close the entire section will bring a very devastating situation for our people in Lagos, and that's why we closed that carriageway, half of it, and we are monitoring the crack on daily basis. Luckily for us, and with God on our side, the crack is not increasing. And so what we have done now, the first phase of immediate remedial situation, is such that about 7 piles will be reinstalled, and the crack section of the pile cap will be bypassed, and the new pile cap will be installed to take care of that. And that will last us for the next 15 to 20 years. But the permanent one is being designed, both with our structural engineers and some experts that we consulted outside the country. And it's going to require jacking off the entire, spans that are affected. We jack it off and then we place it on a barge. And then we now do the demolition of the entire pipe caps that are affected, and we install brand new pipe caps and pier, and then bring back the slab, on it. That may not take place under us, because by God's special grace, the president has 4 years plus. Those in support say aye. The voice of the people is the voice of God. And God is aware of what the president is doing, and this president needs more time to complete all that God has committed to his hands. And the Coastal Guards, I want to tell the controller of Lagos that this Coastal Guard is not cosmetic. They are in for serious business. I've seen some of them in their dressing that doesn't connote seriousness. I've seen some of them that think it's another empowerment. This is employment. This is employment. Those who are not serious, because I didn't contribute one person, I will take the responsibility on you. Their job is that no keke on the coastal highway, no motorcycle on the coastal highway, no loitering, no loitering. There is no super highway all over the country. You see people loitering. Last night we were there with the National Assembly members. By 11 p.m., people were sleeping on the coastal highway. It must stop. I take it because the people were doing training. Okay? No hawking, no occupation illegally along the entire coast. And I'm happy that the CP of Lagos State is working with us. There is a department in police that is called the Safe, Super Highway. This is very important. We have to unleash it on our roads. We have to do this. And also, you have to talk to civil defense. Their primary, responsibility is to maintain strategic infrastructure. And I'm calling out on the Commander General of Civil Defense all over the country. They have to see that parking on our highways, on our roads, should be stopped. They need to see that their primary responsibility of maintaining our strategic infrastructure is implemented. So you have to also involve them here. And this is for Section 1. Section 1, we have 20 of them for night and 20 of them for day, 40 for now. And that is for Lot 1. So as we progress on Lot 2, we do that. Since we completed the Lot 1, we have had very terrible, unpatriotic elements. Removing the blocks, breaking the fence, removing the rods, cutting the rods, and then treading on the highway. This must stop. Somebody said to me, I think the Minister of Education, if you don't do something, this place will become worse than Morocco. Before President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, when he was governor, evacuated Morocco. We don't want Morocco to be. And I thank the governor of Lagos State very, very highly. We have enjoyed very tremendous support from you, from your workers working with us in terms of enumeration, in terms of gazetting, in terms of evacuation of illegal occupants. I thank you very, very highly, and we need your serious support as we go ahead in partnership. You have to bring money, Governor, to do the service lanes and also to do the drainage, corridor. Government is government, so we cannot say this is state, this federal, but we must join hands together, Governor, to solve this problem for the sake of our people. I can see Governor's face, he has changed. But Governor, there is no amount of changing face that will not make you to bring money. You have to bring money, And so we continue to thank the President. Every opportunity I have, I will continue to emphasize the importance of Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway. You have to wake those that are sleeping. When somebody shouted APC, they said, how do you say it? APC, everywhere you go. Now, it is terrible also that when I shout Jagaban, you say everywhere you go. Jagaban! Now, let anybody tell me any state that is not a construction site under Jagaban, under President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. No be so. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Very good. Very good. I'm waiting for a debate on this. The debate is to debate why people attack Coastal Highway. They don't want Niger Delta where we drill the oil to benefit. They darken council without knowledge. You say this thing will not pass Egbe.
It has since passed a bay. In fact, lot 1 has since been completed, and lot 2 is over 80% done. We are in Ondo, we were there the other day. We have done over 30% of the job in Calabar and the Akwa Ibom. We've started the largest section, 180 kilometer by 2 section, another phase in Akwa Ibom, 360 kilometers. We are in Ogun section, 28 kilometer. We are at Ondo, 52 kilometer, over 20% of job already done. We are just left off the Bayelsa, the Delta, the rivers, and then the Edo. Edo is under procurement 100 kilometer. I do not blame those that think that this is impossible, because this president is a president has been doing the impossible because he's divine, because God brought him. Just at my back is the Eco Atlantic. When I started as a young engineer in Lagos here, nobody could pass through here. By the audacity and the dream of one man, he tamed the Atlantic Ocean and then restored VI. So, if you have not been able to understand this man, you have every reason to doubt that Lagos-Calabar will be a dream that will not come true. But let me assure that we have since sailed, and this project under President Bola Ahmed Tinubu will be completed. We want everybody on this corridor, entire Nigerians that are benefiting and will benefit on this coastal highway, to continue to pray for the president, to continue to support the president. Those who are pretending to be contesting against the president, they have said, if we are elected, we will stop this project. Do you want the project to be stopped? No. So we will support the president. We will continue to pray for him. And whatsoever is born of God, overcome it. This president is born of God, and he will definitely conclude his tenure by 2031. Inshallah. When we go back, my PAM secretary is here, very supportive and dependable and very experienced, PAM secretary. We will also set up Abuja, Kaduna, Zaria, Kano super highway guards. People are digging through our concrete roads just to get reinforcement. Just the other day, we saw in social media, a bridge, is it a Lakija site in Lagos? And I commend the governor seriously. My Minister of Works, we thought it's a bridge because a lot of people sent it to us. By the time we got there, the governor was already there with his team and contractors. He will speak for himself, but he has taken remedial measures, and the urgent and immediate one. And we thank him very, very highly, for that. But it's very disheartening to know that these people, the efforts that are put in to destroy national assets, if they put it on labor work in Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway, if they put it in all the construction sites of state government and federal government, they will put less effort and they will make more money. So it's devilish, it's wickedness, and it's unacceptable. The president cannot be everywhere, it's not a spirit. The minister cannot be everywhere, governors cannot be everywhere. So we have to come together to protect our national assets. When these roads are built under the president, it will last for 100 years. But when the roads are excavated and removed, we will be back to square one, and God will not allow it. I thank the road transport workers. I'm happy you're here. We are going to be working with you, Nupeng, and all the stakeholders, over all the corridors of our roads and bridges. Where we evacuate all the vehicles and trucks that are parking on this. Roads are not built for static. The worst is the bridges. You put static close on the bridges, you are looking for trouble. And when these connections are destroyed, it becomes a huge problem. So we thank you as you partner with us to ensure that we free our roads and bridges of this illegal parking. Time will fail me to talk about the great work the president is doing in every part of this country. But let me assure that the second legacy project of the president, Lagos-Sokoto Badagry, 1,068 kilometers, is ongoing and ongoing very well. 5 sections are ongoing. In Sokoto, 120 kilometers ongoing. In Kebbi, 258 kilometers, and all by 2 ongoing. And they have reached an average of 60%. And you come to section 3 at Badagry, that is ongoing about 162 kilometers by 2. You come to the section at Oyo, that is the home place of my IPAM secretary, 180 kilometers by 2, it is ongoing. We are left with only Kwara and Niger, and we are doing design now and the procurement. And to doubters and haters, be assured that this president will complete this project, 1,068 kilometers, because God has ordained him to do that. And let me assure that it's only Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway and the Sokoto Badagry that are entirely new projects. But these projects are not just projects, they are investments. This project here, we have bidders that want to give us back the total cost of construction and then concession the road. We're asking them to hold on. We will discuss and engage. But in the meantime, it's a catalyst for the economic revolution of the country, and of course, my brother state, Lagos in particular. So I thank you all as we direct the contractors on a co-bridge to immediately, mobilize and start work. The same thing with Marine Bridge. They will all be going on simultaneously, and then the giant flood drain that we are constructing. Will we also complete the procurement, design and procurement of the service lanes on both lanes, lot 1 and 2. We go for procurement, we go for award, including the drainage. By the time we finish, the residents along this corridor, we definitely know that the president came by the fingers of God, and by his grace, this work shall be done, and the glory shall be for God Almighty. I thank you very much as I call the representative of the president, the governor of Lagos State, to please come make his speech as governor, make the speech of the president, and inaugurate the coastal guards and flag off the reconstruction of this project to the glory of God. Your Excellency.
No be fake we carry come. Na walking gomina ṣẹ̀tẹ̀ bá wa dìbò fún Sanwó-Olú tó wọlé. No be fake we carry come. Na walking gomina ṣẹ̀tẹ̀ bá wa dìbò fún Sanwó-Olú tó wọlé. Sanwó good, Sanwó nice, Sanwó goody, all the kind nice, all the kind nice. Àmọ́ pọ́ kájú ẹ̀ láti tún Èkó ṣe. Àmọ́ pọ́ wà pa àwọn ọ̀tá fẹ́ máa bu gáàsì. Wojú o. Lelelelelelelele. Wojú o.
Thank you.
Lelelelelelele. We don dey dengue. We don dey po. Sanwó-Olú tún ìlú Èkó ṣe. We don dey happy. We don dey dengue. We don dey po. Sanwó-Olú tún ìlú Èkó ṣe. We don dey happy. Iṣẹ́ ọwọ́ ẹ. Mélòó la fẹ́ wí.
Okay.
Mélòó la fẹ́ sọ.
Thank you.
Ṣé títí la fẹ́ wí.
Ẹ ṣé o.
Education la fẹ́ sọ. Infrastructure la fẹ́ wí. Ṣé education la fẹ́ sọ.
Thank you very much.
We done.
Ọ̀dà kì í máa fún Honourable Minister Umahi wọn máa bá wọn lọ. Thank you very much. Please be seated. Ejoko, thank you very much. First, I think we need to give a big round of applause to the last speaker, our Honorable Minister, for the great speech, very eloquently said this afternoon. Let me acknowledge once again the Deputy Chief Whip, Senator Owaye Boyne, young, articulate, very resourceful, distinguished senator, the chairman of the Senate Committee on Works, and also from Rivers East Senatorial District, Senator Orwell Onyaso. Thank you very much for the support you are given the Honorable Minister and all the other distinguished senators that have joined you on this trip. The chairman of House Committee on Works and a title chief all the way from the ancient town of Ibadan, Honorable Akin Alabi, and other members of the Green Chamber who have joined you on this historic visit. The man of the moment, our Honorable Minister of Works, a two-time governor of Ebonyi State, a former senator of Ebonyi South, and now by the singular honor and the privilege of Mr. President, serving as one of the high points and one of the starboard in that cabinet, His Honorable Minister, Engineer, Senator, His Excellency David Umahi, CON, FNSE, FNATE. Is my friend, my brother, was my senior colleague as governor, and we used to listen to them, and we take a lot of lessons from them. But today, we thank God that they have not gone into retirement, and the Federal Republic of Nigeria is using you as the leader of one of the most critical ministry in the administration of Mr. President. I also want to acknowledge members of the State Executive Council that are here. Thank you very much. The very hardworking Permanent Secretary of the Federal Ministry of Works, Engineer Adeladun, thank you very much. Directors of the ministry that are here, Permanent Secretaries of Lagos State that are here, all the SSAs of Mr. President, especially my daughter Amoremi Ojudu. Don't worry, your other colleagues from other regions, they will not be, they are not envious. This is your place. This is how you started. And we're happy that you are representing the Southwest very, very well. Let me also acknowledge our traditional institution, the Olowo Eko Baba Fuad, the Oba of Lagos. He's here, ably represented by a retinue of white cap chiefs that is led by the Opelo of Lagos, Chief Latif Ajose, and all the other white cap chiefs, the Shashore, the Obani Koro, and the Etsi. All of you, we acknowledge you. All our other royal fathers, especially from the Bejuleki axis, that are the direct beneficiaries of the coastal road, I greet you, I acknowledge you individually and collectively. The chairman of our local government, who are critical stakeholders in the journey of Lagos, that have come here to support the great work that Mr. President is doing, that is led by the chair of chair, the Jaja himself, Honorable Olowa. Thank you very much for the leadership you continue to give your other colleagues. Other top government functionaries that are here, our capable, able contractors, individually and collectively, from high-tech to Buildwell, all of you that are doing great works for us in the country, I thank you, I acknowledge you. AEC Construction or Consulting, thank you very much. Other stakeholders, NURTW, Lekki Conservative, Lekki Resident Association, all of our towns and villages and residents on the entire corridor, of Lot 1 and Lot 2 that have come here in large number. You need to see them. They are in hundreds and thousands, all down. Let's give them a big round of applause. They've been here patiently to come and support and give credence to what we're doing here. Distinguished guests, gentlemen of the press, and all our singers, our supporters, party faithfuls that are here from Ebonyi, from Lagos, around the country, that have come to witness this event. I thank you very much. I thank our new coastal guards and everything around ensuring that we can operationalize all of this. Gentlemen of the press, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I stand here this afternoon truly proud and privileged as the 15th governor of the state, but more importantly, as the representative of the #1 citizen of our country, my father, my leader, our mentor, a man that even if you don't like his face, you cannot unlike what he has done. Even if you don't disbelieve him, you cannot disbelieve all the grindstone that he has created for this country. Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, the Jagaban Bogu, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, who I call his name with all due regard and honor, but who had asked me this afternoon to come and represent him, to come and tell you Lagosians and Nigerians how truly proud he is on all the works that the Ministry of Works are doing in all nooks and crannies of this great nation, to come and assure you that he will continue to serve this country with every fiber that he has, with every strength that he has, with a level of commitment when he took the oath on May 29, 2023. And he said to us that with everything God has given to him, he will serve this country with equity, with fairness, with justice. And he continues to do that up until today. Today, Mr. President had asked me to assure you that he will stop at nothing at ensuring that every part of this country will be receiving monumental development concurrently, that issues that are bordering on security, he will continue to face them frontally and will ensure that we defeat the people that are embarrassing this country. He had come that I should assure you that everything that needs to be done to ensure that the youth of this nation are taken out of unemployment will be done. That to assure you that every part of this country that needs renewal under his renewed hope agenda will be touched, will be felt, and will be changed positively. He had said to me to assure you that this country is indeed a great nation. We have seen development. We have seen stability in our currency. We have seen stability and consistent reduction in our inflation. You have seen that indeed we are on a trajectory that we have seen foreign direct investment and we have never seen before in the history of this country. We have seen the level of our reserve at the highest level that we have never seen before. We have seen that what we're doing is that he's taking this country to the envy of the world. For the first time, all of the Bretton Woods and development partners are saying that everything that needs to work is working in this country, and he continues to ensure that he does best. He had asked me to assure you that we ain't seen anything yet, that he's just starting, and that he will ensure that we are on a trajectory of non-reversal of development in every nook and cranny of this state. Mr. President deserves a big round of applause, please. He needs to give him a big round of applause that in everywhere that he is, he will know and hear that this crowd here is appreciative of what he has done, what he is doing, and what he will continue to do. Today in particular is the day in which we have had extensive stakeholder engagement He's truly happy with the turnout of events here today. And today, we are also doing the flag off of very critical infrastructure in Lagos. The repair work on Eko Bridge, which is one of the oldest bridges that we built after the independence of this country. The repair work on Marine Bridge, which is a strategic bridge that goes to the ports infrastructure of this nation. And of course, to come back on this very important coastal highway, Lagos-Calabar coastal highway, and as a government to acknowledge and to appreciate that even when the issues are not due to the integrity or the stability of the road, that he has come back to say he wants to give additional relief to the citizens and to the stakeholders on this corridor by ensuring that they can construct what is known as slip roads, which are by roads, and to ensure that the drainage connectivity can lead channeled on to the Lagos Lagoon. This is the assignment that Mr. President has asked me to come and do here today, to come and assure you that he will not leave you the way he had met you. He will leave you better off than he had met you. And you can see that when all the naysayers said that Lagos-Calabar was just on the drawing board, that it will not happen. Within 2 years, we have seen that over 200 kilometers in different sections of this road have been constructed. We have seen that within those 2 years, we have activated development into areas and regions that never believed that development would touch them for 1 decade. We have seen that we have connected places that hitherto we have never been able to smell this. I, as your governor, can attest to the fact that for the first time globally, we're seeing development that we have never seen before. Once again, on behalf of Mr. President, let's give him a big round of applause. Having delivered the short president's address, let me also use this opportunity as your governor on your behalf of the well over 22 million Lagosians to welcome the hardworking honorable minister, to welcome our distinguished senators, to welcome members of the Green Chamber, to once again to Lagos on behalf of our people, to welcome you to the state of aquatic splendor, to welcome you to the commercial economic nerve center of our country, to welcome you to the city that means everything to every Nigerian, to the political capital now. Abuja can be administrative, but we are the political capital, but because this is Jagaban's, to welcome you, but to thank you for the great work you are doing. That from day one, when people never believed that you have the strength, you have the capacity, and you have the power to do it, we believe that the knowledge of Umahi is the beginning of wisdom. With the support given to you by Mr. President, we know that you are continuing. Obosi Obodo. Aha. With all of your hardworking colleagues and staff, we want to welcome you once again. We know that you have been concurrently to different parts of the country. We know that you have ensured that there is no region of this country that you have not touched. That's why today you can, with your full chest, give us a document that shows all the work you are doing in all of the regions of the state. It's only a man that has something to prove, that has something to show, that will put it in black and white for his naysayers, for his unbelievers to see. So I think the judgment of the press, they need to go home with a document like this for them to do an expose and to see that this president, under you taking guidance from him, you are working and you are working in every part of this country. We want to thank you. We want to thank you because Mr. President gave you a work, gave you an assignment, and you have not disappointed him thus far. He has given you, believing that you work with your staff in that ministry and you have not gone, unnoticed. Every Lagosian can say to you that you are doing well. We're beating our chest to say that we're happy with what you're doing. We're happy with the interventions you have brought to us in Lagos. We're happy with all of the things. Each time we knock on you to say that we need additional things here, You have responsibly taken it up with Mr. President, and you have come back to deliver on those things. It is not politics. This is not just press saying. This is the real fact on the ground. We know without them knowing that you have gone to repair a 3rd mainland bridge for us without making a lot of noise. You have gone to do extensive renovation on that corridor without mentioning a lot of noise. You have gone to repair the whole of Oshodi Expressway without mentioning a lot of noise. Today again, quietly, you are coming to help us ensure that we keep the integrity of our Eco Bridge. You are coming again to ensure that the journey to the biggest seaport in our country, the Marine Bridge, will be stable, will be available for traffic. You have done that again for us. How well can we thank you? Only to tell Ebonyi people and to tell Mr. President that maybe they should just donate you here for the next 3 months, but we would think like if we are being selfish, but we want to thank you. We want to thank you for the great work you're doing, for the support the National Assembly is giving you. We know that every time you carry them along and you continue to show them that this is the work the message has given to me, and with your support, I want to do it, and I want to do it well. I want to, on your behalf, also thank my people on my right-hand side, all of my stakeholders that have turned out here in large number. Please let us stand up. Let us give President a big round of applause. Let us give our minister a big round of applause because they have done us well. They have given us a minister and they continue to engage us. They are not saying that we will not have, please sit down. They are not saying that we will not have issues, but each time we have those issues, we all come together at engagement like this and we'll resolve it. That's why they've transparently said to us that out of the 145 structures that will be touched, 5 will be touched fully, transparently. And they said 142 or thereabout will be touched minimally. You see, everybody wants a bridge. It's just that nobody wants it at the back of his heart. And they've said it. If you want to eat an omelette, you have to break the egg. For all of us to enjoy the full benefit of the infrastructure they've given to us, we have to shift a little bit so that it becomes an asset that will outlive all of us. That's all they are saying. And they have come here under this stakeholder engagement to seek our concurrence, to seek our support. And as your governor, I'm saying to them on your behalf that we have given them assurance that you have given us the authority to go ahead. And whatever is due to you in terms of compensation, you will not be left alone. It will be given to you at the right time and at the right moment, working with all the officials of government. So you can see that it is an open book. It is an open book and it's an engagement that we truly need to be proud of. That's why this corridor, Honorable Minister, I can give you assurance that all of them are ready to vote massively in the coming election for the re-election of Mr. President, for the election of our party at all of the levels, because to whom much is given, much is expected. And there's a Yoruba saying that Toba Shenilore, Opelanda, Kabale Rimigbani, meaning that the ones that you have done for us, we're thankful, we're grateful, we're expectant of more, and that will come to us. And I want to use on their behalf to take the message back to Mr. President that this set of people here on this corridor have resolved that there's no place they are going to. There's nobody that can come and lie to them, come and do move on them. Because this one, they can feel it, they can see it, they can touch it. It's not on a drawing board. It is what they are passing every day. It's the journey they are going through every day. And it is assured that they give massive, massive support to the government at the center, and they will do that for Mr. President when the time comes. Am I right or right? Am I right or right? Honorable Minister, give me 1 minute to just say it in our Yoruba dialect. Mo fẹ́ dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo yín nítorí pé ẹ dojú tì mí. Èyí tá wá ṣe lénìí, àwa dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Mr. President ni pé ó ṣe gburugburu méje fún wa, ó ṣe yàrá mẹ́fà. Gbogbo yín tẹ́ wá, tẹ́ bá délé kẹ́ sọ fún wọn pé eléyìí ó ń ṣe ọ̀nà márosẹ̀, wọ́n gbé sórí template pé wọ́n wò lórí kọ̀ǹpútà. Ṣé kò ti délẹ̀? Ṣé kò ti délẹ̀? Àwọn kan wọ́n sọ pé kò ní ṣeé ṣe pé rọ́nà pa. Ṣé ó ti kò ti ṣeé ṣe? Ẹni tí ò tí lọ́dún mẹ́rin tó ti ṣe léè fún wa, ṣé kò lẹ́mìí láti ṣe jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ? ṣé kò ní ṣe jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ wọ́n dẹ̀ ní pẹ́pẹ́ nìkan ló máa dé ó ti jẹ̀pẹ́ lọ wọ́n ti ṣe lógùn state wọ́n ti ṣe ní Calabar wọ́n ti ṣe lọ́nà Bayelsa bọ̀ ṣe rí pé ó tó kéèyàn dúpẹ́ nítorí ẹ̀ mo ìfẹ́ sọ léde wa kábà lè mú lọ lé pé bọ́ọ̀tì ẹ̀ rí bọ́ọ̀tì ẹ̀ láìkì ẹ̀ eléyìí tó ṣe yìí ó tó ká mú lọ sápò ká mú lọ lé ó dẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ máa ṣe jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ fún wa ẹ jẹ́ bá ń pàtẹ́wọ́ fún mínísítà wa lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí i. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, there are times in the affairs of men. There are days when you are proud as a public officer when things are happening positively. There are days when we will accept criticism for us to do better. But there are days when things have been done and they've been done right, we need to give recognition and give support to where it is most deserving. We want to thank Mr. President for the great work he's doing, not only in Lagos, but in the entire country. It might appear that is not being appreciated, but I can assure you, Dream Minister, that he's being appreciated. And please go back and assure him that for us in this part of his country, in Lagos State, we're solidly behind him, and we're happy for all of the interventions that he has done for us. I personally have benefited from his wealth of experience, from his guidance, and for ensuring that indeed the greatest good is always for the greatest number. And that is what public leadership is all about. And we want to thank you too, Mr. Honorable Minister, for the work you continue to do on behalf of the ministry, on behalf of your colleagues in our ministry, for and on behalf of Mr. President and Nigerians in general. Let me, as I round up, commit this work to our contractors to say that, you know, for us in Lagos, we do monitoring a lot. We know that you will do the right thing. We know that you hit the ground running and you bring stability to all of the work that have been brought forward here. And that all my people will have the full benefit of this intervention, God willing. It is therefore my honor, a one that I cherish, that I'm truly proud to be doing today on behalf of the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, that I officially conclude this important stakeholder engagement on the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway, an engagement that has further explained, gotten assurance, and gotten the support of the citizens and every resident of the corridor for us to continue, for also the flag off of the repair works on the section of Eko Bridge to go ahead, for repair works on the section of the Marine Bridge to go ahead, and more importantly, for the work on the bypass and the sectional roads, the bisectional roads that will now be constructed on the Lagos-Calabar Highway, including the flooded sections that will be designed by the Federal Ministry of Works, and of course, with small little support of Lagos State, very tiny, because we are small, very tiny, we'll do the support, we'll do a lot of hand clapping for them, we'll do a lot of hand holding with them, we'll do a lot of ensuring that nobody is left behind, and we'll make sure that all of the PRs that is needed for that support is not in any form taken away. But we're sure that we're partners, because we'll put our money where our mouth is. We will be willing to do the support with the federal government. It's an honor to do that, and it's there my honor to declare and to flag off all of these projects to the benefit of mankind, to our citizens in Lagos, to the benefit of our people all across the country. So said, Mr. President, thank you very much, thank you very much, thank you very much. It's been an honor to be part of this event here today. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, represented by the Lagos State Governor, His Excellency Babajide Olushola Sanwo-Olu.
Akiloba, Loba, Money Mosuma Bani won, Wegbe, Jemoji.
jìnnà sọ́ba níwọ̀n òun ẹgbẹ́fà àrọ́bá àfin o àrọ́bá àfin lọ́ba pa kàkà kí ìrọ́bà fi máa yá di ìmọ̀kùn òun ẹ̀ṣọ́ bá ní mo kí yán mo kí gómìnà wa gómìnà tìlú Èkó Babájídé Sanwó-Olú o ọmọ Èkó pàtàkì pàtàkì ni bíbí rẹ̀ nìyó bíbí rẹ̀ nìyó tí ó ṣe fowó rà o mo kí yín pátá gbòòrò ògodo mo kí bàbá wa mínísítà fọ́ọ̀kì o mo ní ẹnjìnìà David Umahi màmá bínú pé mo bá ọ láyé mo pè ọ lórúkọ lórúkọ là á kọba ládé lórúkọ là á kí lóyè lóyè akíkanjú nìyó akíkanjú o akíkanjú ọkùnrin gangan mo ó ké sí o ìrọ̀rùn ti dé o gbogbo ọmọ Nàìjíríà ìrọ̀rùn ti dé ìgbéga ti dé ìdẹ̀ra dé fún wa gbogbo ọmọ Èkó Èkó ọ̀rọ̀ mi sálẹ̀ gbẹlẹgbẹ Èkó ọ̀rọ̀ ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ mọ́mọ́jà mọ́ níta ló lẹ lómi lẹ́kọ́ ẹ̀bí wọ́n pé ta ló ní abata bútú bàbá omi kọ́mi ẹ̀bí wọ́n pé ta ló ní agbábọ́dọ̀ òkodò Èkó ni mo dé tàgẹ̀rẹ́ tí sáré ju ènìyàn ìlẹ́sẹ̀ méjì lọ ẹ̀yin náà máa fi jú wọjà wọ́n rìn gbẹ́dẹ́kẹ́ ọ̀bùn wọjà wọ́n pàṣẹ ọ̀sán nínú ilé àwọn bàbá tẹ̀yìn o.
ẹ ṣé. Thank you, well done. Ẹ ṣé, àdúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín. Ẹ ṣé, thank you. Ẹ ṣé. Your Excellencies, I think we have one more. Just to strike a balance, we have one more presentation. Very quickly, you have 2 minutes, please. Because our distinguished guests need to leave very soon. Your time starts now.
Governor of Lagos State, Sayina Kelegi. Anyone who's Sayina Kelegi, Sayina Kelegi. Jagaban, Sayina Kelegi. Azimo Waka. Belebe Wo. Shagu Aba. Ponta Maguna Bagi Ogerua. Ojambe Wira. Ojambe Wira. Anyone who's Ojambe Wira. Ojambe Wira. Iron Gate Ojambe Wira. Governor Sawa Ojambe Wira. Address Boy Ojambe Wira. Akubara Ojambe Wira. Akubara Ojambe Wira. Iron Gate Ojambe Wira. Ojambe Wira. Ojambe Wira. Iron Gate Ojambe Wira. Turugo. Iron Gate Turugo. Iron Gate Turugo. Ugochi.
Thank you. Ohani Youth Forum, thank you. We appreciate you. Thank you. Ohani Youth Forum, Lagos State. Thank you. You have done so well. Mr. President is proud of you. The governor is proud of you. The honorable minister is proud of you as well. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, you would agree with me that it's been a fruitful press conference and stakeholders engagement on Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway, flag off of the repair of works on Eco Bridge, Marine Bridge, and the flooded section of the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. Right about now, at this juncture, as we conclude, can we please one more time put our hands together for Mr. President, please? Let's celebrate Mr. President, the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, ably represented by His Excellency Babajide Olusola Sanwo-Olu. Thank you. And of course, the Honorable Minister as well, as we flag off.
Things we're doing, we are flagging off the reconstruction of section of Eko Bridge, underwater piles. That's one. We're also flagging off reconstruction of a section of the Marine Bridge in Apapa. Also under the bridge. Number 3, we are flagging off the expansion and the construction of laybys and side roads on the Lagos Coastal Highway, where we will have a lot of bypasses and a lot of roads that will not infer or intersect with the highway itself. And we're also flagging off drainages on the highway that will be eventually transferred onto the lagoon. And fifthly, we're also unveiling the coastal guards, who will also ensure that safety, on this highway is ensured. And I also need to add to this that Lagos State government will also be ensuring, that we bring motorized, cleaning equipment on the highway, motorized cleaning vehicles on the highway to ensure the cleanliness on the highway, on this section 1 and section 2. All of this to the glory of God on behalf of Mr. President, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Today, the 9th day of August 2026, to the benefit to the glory of God and to the benefit of mankind. Thank you very much. Thank you.
The national anthem of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you.
Nigeria, we hail thee, our own dear native land. Though tribe and tongue may differ, in brotherhood we stand. Nigerians all and proud to serve our sovereign fatherland.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, special thanks to the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, represented by the Lagos State Governor, His Excellency Babajide Olusola Sanwo-Olu. Also, special thanks goes to the one and only Honorable Minister of Works, Senator Engineer David Oweze Umahi, CON, FNSE, FNATE. We appreciate all our distinguished senators. We appreciate all our commissioners and all stakeholders. Thank you so much. I have Konga here, my brother that has done a song for Mr. President. Thank you.